Street Champs, come get put on. Today I'm here with Shannon Palmer, also known as Deadhand Art. How you doing today?
I'm very good. How are you?
Pretty good, pretty good. I'm excited to have you here.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah. You're the first person to ever pull up with an art piece for me.
I am so stoked that you like it, and now it's on your kitchen walls, and I hope that people can just get stoned and stare into it.
I'm already kind of getting stoned and staring into it. It's very distracting.
Yes. Yes. That's my favorite thing is when you walk in a room and there's something you can't stop looking at.
Mm-hmm.
That's my goal.
Hell yeah. So, that's kind of your art style. That's kind of your, the style you're going for, I guess.
Yeah, I like making a statement for sure. Bright colors and like things that stare back at you. Yeah. I'm also leaning way back.
Yeah, move that closer so that people could hear you.
The people need to hear me.
Exactly. Give them what they want.
Yeah, I like to be obnoxious.
We're here for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I try to look at how people have gotten famous, specifically artists, and it's a lot of being obnoxious. So,
Who's some of your inspirations?
OG, I feel like every art student is Dali, but he just like dressed super flamboyantly, and he had like a pet anteater and just threw these crazy parties, and just everybody knew who he was because he looked like an artist. And then he's like, oh, look at my art. And he just totally got famous for just being crazy. Mm-hmm. So, goals.
For sure. Kind of like, what's his name? Andy Warhol?
Totally.
Yeah. He had like a art studio. What was that called?
The Factory.
The Factory, yeah. I definitely learned about that. That shit sounded really crazy.
Yes.
Just a bunch of drugs and stuff everywhere.
Yep. I think he had this piece of 12 hours of people sleeping. And it was just video, 12 straight hours of people sleeping. I was like, that's some ballsy moves if you're just like, look at this fine art, and it's just people napping.
That's a long time to sleep, though.
Not for me.
No, really? Damn.
I can sleep.
12 hours?
Oh, yeah. I think I spend half my life sleeping.
I think that's what they say, right? That's what everyone...
I hope so.
Or you spend a third of your life sleeping is what you're supposed to do.
I'm halfway down. But I think the waking half, I'm always making stuff. So I think it just takes it out of me, and I just pass out.
For sure. All right, so let's jump back into the beginning. So, where are you from?
I was born in Colorado Springs, and I moved to Pueblo with my parents and my younger sister when we were 12-ish. And then my parents were kind of a mess, so I left home and lived, I thought you could get an apartment when you were 16, so I just ended up living in my car here in Pueblo, and I've been here ever since.
Wow. How long did you live in your car?
6 months.
Oh.
It wasn't too long, but it was my parents were just kind of splitting up, and it was super shaky. So I was like, I'm going to leave. And I thought you could just go get an apartment. Mm-hmm. They were like, you're 16 years old. So it was thankfully the summer, and I was working a graveyard job. So I just slept in my car and showered at the gym until I could get out of my car. But it was a very freeing experience not having utility bills.
Wow.
Yeah.
What was, I bet that was kind of tough though, right? It wasn't chill all the time.
No, it was not good. Don't recommend.
For sure. Got any crazy stories of living in your car?
Nothing super exciting, really. I would sleep at the Walmart parking lot sometimes, but you were just with other people that were sleeping in their cars.
Oh, really? There was a community of people doing that?
Yeah, because it's just one of the safer places to sleep in your car, to park out there, and then you can just cover your windows and chillax. But yeah, don't recommend it, but I'm glad I had the experience.
Were you sleeping 12 hours in the back of your car back then?
Oh no, and it was a tiny car, so you couldn't even stretch all the way out, and you were just cramped up all the time. So
Damn.
I just saved money as fast as I could to get out of there and into an apartment.
Mm-hmm. So when you left your house at 16, did you just what was school? Where was school during all that?
So I graduated high school super young.
Oh.
So I graduated when I was 16.
Okay.
And then I got the F out.
How did you graduate so young?
Okay. So me and my sister and my mom were super religious, right? Back in the day. And we were Jehovah's Witnesses. And so we were homeschooled for years and years up until high school. And so by the time I entered high school, I was 12 as a freshman because I could pass all the tests because she had homeschooled us for so long. And so I was done by the time I was 16, and it sucked because I was just like a child.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was intense.
Wow.
But so the whole situation was just kind of toxic. So I got out there like as soon as I could.
Yeah, I mean, graduating high school at 16, fuck, I feel like you kind of learn a lot of like relationship skills and stuff, in high school.
Yeah.
Did you find it tough to relate to people? Like,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah, it was so hard to even like understand behavior and kind of like why people acted the way they did and stuff, because it was just me and my sister for so long. And so not knowing how to stand up for yourself when you got picked on, or not knowing how to joke with people, it was very difficult. And then it was like, I was like, I'm too young to even know some of this stuff, because the shit you talk about in high school. I'm just like, I'm 13. But it was not fun. Don't recommend. Again, don't recommend. But because I feel like at a certain point you just need to be a kid, and high school's a little too stressful.
For sure. Yeah, especially being the younger one, you're gonna get the extra attention or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, because I feel like the kids are like, let's educate you. You're just like, I don't want to know about smoking.
Yeah.
But it was all right. And I was just totally an art nerd in school anyway. I just tried to not get picked on, and I was just drawing in the corner.
Dang. So what was growing up with being homeschooled like? How explain that, I guess.
It was, good question. I feel like it was kind of like religiously focused anyway, because it wasn't like you were learning like actual science. You were like learning Bible science. So a lot of that was going on, but it was a chance that like we could really study the stuff we wanted to. We could really focus on art and like gardening and stuff my mom taught us how to do. So like practical skills we learned a lot of, which was cool. But downside, you don't really actually learn any real information.
Yeah. Like who discovered America?
Yeah, it's just like a whole bunch of lies. It's just
Yeah, I
like,
don't know.
Here you go. And then it's like you're very kind of like in this environment where the church doesn't want you to question anything, and our mom didn't want us to question anything. So it's like, well, God created this. And we're like, well, we heard that like evolution might be a thing. And it was just like, no.
Did you ever say that to her?
Yeah.
Oh,
And
really? How'd that go?
It's just like not a good situation, because you're trying to get your kids to believe in a certain way. So it's kind of this like wondering about this other life for a long time. And I think that makes you rebel a little bit when you're kind of controlled that much.
Do you still follow like their religious teachings, or do you kind of separate now?
Yeah. I left officially when I was 18 and could act as an adult. I left because it was just, there's good people everywhere, but that belief system is not a good thing for me. And I wanted control of my own life, and I wanted to go to college, and I wanted to pursue these like other things that weren't church related. So thank God I did, because no thank you.
Yeah.
For
sure. Where are they now?
Who?
Your mother, your sister?
So my sister is in Oklahoma, and my mom was killed when I was 20 by someone in the church. She left my dad for somebody that was in the church, and he killed her like 2 years into their marriage. So we ended up on Dateline, and one of the other big like murder mystery TV shows picked it up. So essentially that happened, after I was out of high school for like a couple years, and then we were just like a media story. So my life just like got blown up into, I don't know, like seeing it on the news and shit. So that really like defined my early 20s, was just dealing with all of that. It was super intense.
Wow. Do you feel comfortable speaking on it?
Sure. Let me try to get my composure for a second.
I mean, we don't have to speak about anything you don't want to speak about.
Sure.
It's
a thing that's in there. And I think to really understand like who I am and my artwork and stuff, it's a big part of the story. But I was working at St. Mary Corwin at the time, and I got a phone call that somebody had died in my mom's house and that I needed to go to the hospital. And as soon as I got there, my stepdad was in the hospital, bruised up and stuff, and he was telling them that my mom was dead. We didn't know what was going on or anything, and so he told us this story about there had been a home invasion and she had been beaten to death and this whole thing. And turns out like 9 months later, they arrest him for her murder. And we went through like 2 years in court, and
Your stepdad?
Yeah. My real dad is a good person.
Okay.
Yeah, this is my stepdad.
Okay.
My mom left my biological father for this person because he was in the church. But so he's in prison now. That was, it like jacked me and my sister up because it was just years of our life dealing with that whole thing. And I still feel like there's not really, like, it's great that you get some justice when something like that happens and that he's in prison, but it's not really anything you can just like patch yourself up and move on. So when you're saying your mom is like really parenting you, I know that's hard, but it's sometimes I'm like, man, I wish I had a mom. I wish she would tell me not to get roofied.
Oh my God.
So a lot of what I do is just, I want to make her proud and really kind of do like the best things I can do with my life because she didn't get the chance to. But
Wow.
yeah, so then finally I got my life calmed down. Met my husband. He was super stable, awesome. All that court stuff is over with. So I went back to college, got my degree, and life has slowed down incredibly, which is awesome. But I definitely feel like I've had to work my way out of all of that trauma for sure. And being a crazy lunatic artist is helpful, like helps a bunch.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Why did he do it?
His first wife went missing too. And there's like a story of violence in that family. And I don't know if that's just his thing to kill people or not, or I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of try to listen to other people that have dealt with murders in families, and they say you really have to work on forgiveness, but I think it's hard to find a reason why somebody does that, something like that. But it definitely makes me appreciate my life more, the people I love more, because you just never know what's going to happen.
Wow. So how did that kind of affect your relationship with your dad?
I feel like it just like shook my whole family apart, and we're just kind of now all communicating a little bit more, but it's been years of just us all being separately traumatized because I think he has to cope in his own way and me and my sister have to cope in our own way, and it's been hard for us to do it together. It's super difficult.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it does start with each of us kind of working on it, and hopefully one day we'll patch ourselves back up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a heavy loss. I'm so sorry to hear that. I did not know that.
Yeah, I'm sorry too. I think my mom and I would have been cool friends. So that's all I can, just try to make her proud. Mm-hmm. Try to be kind of like her too. So, but that's definitely like, it feels like another life. It feels like now I'm kind of starting a new life, which is cool.
Mm-hmm.
Because you carry that stuff with you, but it definitely, when I talk about that stuff, I feel like it's a different person almost.
Wow. Yeah. I think, the most you can do is just be the best you can. And I think, I don't know you, but you seem very genuine.
Yeah. And I really took that experience as like, I might be meeting you on your worst day, because I know people met me on my worst day, and just trying to treat everyone with like that love that was shown to me when I was having the worst time in my life in these shitty places. Like, I just have to treat other people that way too, because you just never know what somebody's going through at all. And I think when you go through it yourself, it just really can deepen your understanding and your compassion.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, definitely. Powerful stuff, rest in peace.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So coming into that experience, I guess that's a major thing happening in your life. Seeing yourself on TV, what was that like?
That's a good question. I think it was a lot of pressure on a 20-year-old for me to kind of make that decision, like, oh, do I want to be on national news or not? But I really wanted everybody to know what happened to her, because maybe it would keep it from happening to somebody else. But they twist your words so much, especially with the national media. Like, we all know that sort of thing. And watching myself and the way they would twist my interviews just to make it exciting for people, it was so hard to sit there and be like, I never said that. I never said that. And just, you can't do anything about it. And then being recognized, and that's what you're recognized for, is being this poor woman's daughter. Like, it was hard. Mm-hmm. And I think there's no way to really like talk yourself through that. You just have to go through it and see what happens.
Definitely, yeah. Do you still see that footage, like places, or do you kind of just like try to block it out?
Yeah, I'm definitely in the blocking it out point. Sometimes people will like see reruns and they'll be like, here's you. And I was like, oh, thanks. But I don't want to relive any of it. Mm-hmm. And it's weird that they do it for people's entertainment too. Like, I love crime podcasts. I love crime shows and stuff. But after this happened, I was like, when you're on the like entertainment end of it and it's your family on the screen, I'm just like, this is not cool.
Really? So you don't really listen to any like murder mystery podcasts or anything?
It gets
like
a little triggering.
Really?
Yeah. And I think they're fascinating and great for other people, but I'm like, no. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely get your point of view for sure. Mm-hmm. All right, so coming off of that, at what point in your life do you really start to take art seriously?
I think just this past couple of years, because I decided to go back to school in 2017, I think.
For what?
Art. Yeah, so I went back to PCC.
Just an art degree?
Yeah, just for an art degree. And I started painting classes there and kind of just got my Associates of Art degree. And then my theater professor talked me into, he was like, you should really get a bachelor's. I was like, I don't want to do more school. Come on. I'm just here for like a short amount of time as possible. But I'm glad he did. I transferred over to CSU, and I just graduated last May with my bachelor's in fine art, summa cum laude of the art department. I really worked freaking hard.
That's awesome. I don't know what that means.
It means I got all A's for no reason.
Nice.
Hey, after I got done, I was like, that was so much unnecessary stress. But I just really wanted to get my shit together. And I had like a little bit more mature of a brain, because I had just come out of all of that trauma and all of this like stuff that I didn't even consent to happening in my life. This was my chance to kind of like take advantage of my stability and do what I wanted to do. Mm-hmm. So I just didn't sleep for 5 years and got my degree, and I'm really proud of it.
Wow. So what is your medium of choice?
I think I'm always going to be a painter, but I also don't like those like concrete statements, because I love experimenting with other things. I've been doing filmmaking lately, which is totally intense, but I think between those two, mostly. But people mostly buy my paintings. That's where my income comes from, is painting.
Really?
Yeah.
That's like is painting your number one source of income?
It's getting there. I do like digital work for my bread and butter money, and I work at the gallery for some money, but it like my painting money is starting to come up too, which is awesome, because I think at a certain point you just have to be like, people want to buy it, I guess I better make it. Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like is there any Colorado artists or painters or anything that you really look up to?
There's a muralist, and I think she's from Denver, and I just know her Instagram handle is Squid Liquor, and she does, she comes from a Chinese family, Chinese descent, and she does these beautiful Chinese portraiture, just huge color, like bringing old style with new style, giant murals on everything. And she's like a spray artist, and I totally think she's cool. So I really try to look at like the way what equipment she uses, the way she does her style, the buildings she paints on. Like, I want to learn everything.
Shout out Squid Liquor.
Squid Liquor.
If you're watching this,
Your stuff is so
drop
dope.
a comment. Yeah.
But that's the best, and that's what we learned in school was like, if you want to learn how to paint, look at how other painters did things. Because you can look at photographs all day, but I want to see how you paint stuff.
So, you paint, you have painted, or how big of a part are you in the Levy project?
I am one of the artists out there. I think we've got close to 50 murals from various artists right now. And for those who don't know what the Levy project is, Pueblo used to hold the world record for the world's longest mural for a long time. And it started with college students from the university hopping over and just like doing some impromptu art on the walls. And it became the biggest thing in the world. And we had to do construction on it. So it all got torn down. So artists are being commissioned to repaint it. And I've got one mural almost completed, and I'm working on a second one now. So I'm hoping to do a couple more out there. It'd be cool. It's pretty neat that we're the second generation of painters.
Yeah, that's awesome. Who comes up with the designs?
Sometimes artists are commissioned to do somebody else's design, but mine I've designed myself.
Really? Wow. How did you get involved with that?
Jen DeGroot was one of the artists painting last year, and she had a huge bunch of people help her. So that was a lot of our first times ever rappelling and painting was her project. So I just started to kind of look for other opportunities, and I wanted to approach my projects as like, I hate myself. Like, how big of a thing can I do by myself while I'm young enough to do it? Like, I'm just curious, and it's the perfect canvas to just do huge paintings. So I'm really trying to see if I can carry that like style over to something just massive.
So you're doing it all by yourself?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. It's it's a mission to like kind of, I think, finish working on some of this trauma. Just being out there by myself and just like literally thinking about things and rolling myself, like just painting until I'm exhausted. But it's mostly just, I want to see what I can do. And then I'll be too tired to do anything else like that.
Yeah, after 25, your back just starts going down.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Yep. 25 is the last year you feel good in your bones.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Well, actually,
Enjoy it.
I don't turn 25 till next month, so.
Do you do any impact stuff? Do you skateboard? Do you fight? Do you run?
No, none of those
Smart.
things.
Okay. Your bones might last longer.
Nice. Yeah, no, the most I do is just sit here for like 2 hours and just talk.
Yeah, it's bad on your back.
Damn. I should stand up. It should be a stand-up podcast.
Yes. Yeah, you can get those desks that,
That'd be crazy.
yeah.
That would look hilarious.
Yeah, it's the future. I just, I'm concerned now because it's like I'll stand up and have to just pop my back into place. And I'm like, I'm not going to be able to walk in like 20 years.
Jeez. Yeah, I can't imagine that. I don't know if I asked you your age yet on the pod. I know I asked you off pod, but how old are you?
29.
29.
Yep, I just had a birthday
When?
on the 18th.
Of April? Mm-hmm. Wow, happy late birthday.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Yes, when is your birthday?
May 18th.
Nice.
Yeah.
Happy soon to be birthday.
I know, it's with the same person, basically.
Yes.
Wow.
Wow. Yeah, birthdays get less exciting after a while. I don't know, it's got to be like, legal age to drink, you work up to all this stuff and then it kind of gets boring and then it's like, oh, retirement. I'm getting close.
Are you looking forward to it?
Yeah. Our generation's not going to retire.
Yeah, probably not.
That's why you got to work hard now.
And then just die.
Work hard now and die.
Yeah. For sure. That's a good motto. So.
I was going to say work hard now so you don't have to work hard later.
Oh.
Right? Build your empire now and then you can chill.
That's true. That's a better way to put
Exactly.
it. Fuck.
And then you can die. But you got to reap the rewards.
I know. I just want to be like reincarnated into my cat here, just chilling.
Yes.
Vibing.
What's your cat's name?
ZZ.
ZZ.
She's strictly here for the vibes. And I'm fucking with it.
What a good cat. Yeah, that would be a great next life, I think. Do you believe in reincarnation? What do you think happens after you get run over in the street or roofied?
After I get roofied, I'm
Yeah.
probably gonna get raped because I got cheeks for days.
Your mom is going to be so... Does your mom listen to this?
Probably not.
Okay, good.
Actually, I did a drug dealer interview, and that's the one she called. That's the one video she called me over. She was like, "Deryk, what did you just put on the internet?" And it was this guy that allegedly deals drugs.
Huh. What are you putting on the internet?
But what do I think happens after we die? Mm-hmm. Damn, God, I don't know. Like, that'd be sick if like there was just a heaven and we're all just chilling in heaven, just like smoking blunts and just drinking a beer
Yes.
with my cat there too.
That'd be chill. Your cat's going to heaven for sure.
Yeah, like I wouldn't be opposed to that.
No, that'd be pretty chill.
But you know, what do I physically see? What happens when we die? We go into a box and we go underground.
Have you ever thought about how you would want to die?
Yeah, fucking saving like a bank robbery, like saving an old lady,
Ooh.
like, jumping in front of a bullet, like super dramatic.
Yes, I love that.
Yeah. What about you?
Go out with a bang.
Yeah.
Kind of same. I want to be... Maybe I shouldn't invite this into my life, but I want to be shot like Versace. Because he just like went down for his morning coffee and some jealous rival just shot him in the street, apparently.
Did you get that from the show?
No,
Oh, that's what really happened?
I think so.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I'll have to confirm it, but I'm pretty sure that's how he went out.
I
And,
got
like, that's
gotta watch that
gangster.
shit. That is pretty gangster. Or I guess is it gangster? It's not really that gangster to get shot getting coffee.
I don't want to have to like do harm to others. I don't want to have to like evoke the fight. I'm just hoping it can kind of just go bang.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fiery explosion would be cool. I almost fell into our burn barrel on my birthday. I almost went out in like a pit of flames.
A burn barrel?
Yeah.
What is that for the people that don't know what a burn barrel is?
I live in the county and we got to burn stuff, and a burn barrel is the safest way to do it. If you can find you a good burn barrel, you're doing good.
Nice. Okay. That's good to know.
Yeah.
Burn barrels.
Yep.
Kitchen, bath, burn barrel.
Kitchen, bath, burn barrel. I'm good.
For sure.
Kitchen, bath, burn barrel. That sounds like a Bed Bath and Beyond.
Yeah, it's the necessities in a house.
It's honestly hard to find a good burn barrel.
I mean, how many stores sell a burn barrel?
None.
Exactly.
Get your shit together, stores.
Yeah.
I do love living in the county. I moved out there when I got married, and my husband has like a little house out there, but like burning the weeds every year, getting the garden going is my favorite. But I was out there one day and we were burning all the weeds. That way you can kind of control the fire. And I had my pitchfork and I was there like tending to the fire, and I was like, oh, is this why the devil has a pitchfork? It's because he has to like keep the flames in order. And I was like having these like connections.
Oh, wow.
I was having the just best time.
Wow, you think that's why it is? That's fucking deep.
Right? He's got to keep like things from getting out of control. That's the only way you tend fires is with a pitchfork, I guess.
I think the devil wants things to be out of control, though.
Out of control?
Wouldn't he be like, oh, I want these flames to go everywhere? So you should have like a flamethrower.
Flamethrowers would be sick.
Yeah, fuck a pitchfork.
Do you like shoot guns, do any of that stuff? Stab things?
I for sure will shoot a gun or two.
Yeah. I would kill to have a flamethrower to actually like go out to the range and just burn something with. That'd be so cool.
You have one?
No, I
Oh.
would love to do that though.
That's like some Elon Musk shit that he did. Didn't he do that?
Yes.
With the Boring Company?
Yeah.
That's dope.
That would be dope. You could do a Street Champs flamethrower.
Yeah.
Sponsored.
And shoot out like goo instead of flames. It'd be like a goo gun.
A goo gun. Hi, can we interest you in our goo gun? Gross.
Dang. Wow, that's a great idea. All right, getting back on track. All right, so
I'm interested to see how far you let this like wander kind of into nonsense and then come back.
yeah, getting back into what people are here for. So
They're here for the nonsense.
goo guns. No, I'm just kidding. But I'm dead ass. So fucking back to the process of your art. What situation other than the Levy project are you typically creating? Like, yeah.
mostly holed up in my studio in our house. I kind of just like have it set in there. I have like my shrine, I have other art, I've got my computer, and the walls are just like burgundy red, and I can burn incense and kind of just like make it a whole vibe. And then once I get going, I'm like working for quite a few hours because I feel like I have to just like smoke enough weed and then just like focus enough attention to work, and then I can do it, but I can't just like hop in there for an hour. I have to like really get in it because it's just kind of an intense process. And then I don't really, I kind of just like visualize stuff as I'm working. I'm not really like, I'm going to paint this thing. I just kind of start going and do what the canvas tells me to do. So I just make sure I give myself enough time to let the process happen. Because otherwise it's just shit work and people are like, that's shitty artwork because you forced it. Just got a vibe.
Yeah, you feel like your art is more is it not interpretive? I feel like that's not the right word. Fuck. More like it's more physical, so it's more like in the moment, or you're not really going in with the plan.
Are you thinking kind of like spontaneous?
Yeah, maybe that's the right word.
A little bit. I feel like once this conversation gets to this point, it's hard to verbalize some of it. I think it's important to just like flow when you're making stuff. Because when our brains start forcing it, and I'm sure like guys that rap and singers like really know the flow too, but you just kind of have to let yourself move uninhibitedly for the good stuff to come out. Because I really feel like if you try to force it, people can tell and they're going to vibe more when you're genuine. But sometimes I do have to, like, when people pay me to make something specific, I have to actually do that thing. So that was kind of the thing to balance, was like, oh, if I'm going to make money, people are going to commission me and they want to think of like a picture of their cat. I better make sure I give them something cool that's still what they want. Because I can't just expect everything I make to be great.
How many cat portraits have you done?
I've not done a cat portrait yet.
Wow. You got a model right here.
Zizi.
Do you have any pets?
Yes, we have 2 dog children, Kevin and Sam, and they're both old now. It's sad. We had to build a ramp.
Oh my gosh. A handicap accessible bed?
Yes. Well, it goes up the porch steps because Sam is our German Shepherd and her hips are really bad and I can't lift her because if I do, like, I'm screaming and she's screaming. So we built a ramp so she can come up the stairs. And
Damn.
Kevin's all gray. We've had him for a long time. And then we've got a cat and she's about the same age. So all of our animals are elderly.
Jeez, you're running like a nursing home for pets over there.
It straight up feels like it.
You gonna get new ones when they unfortunately pass away?
Probably. Yeah, I like having dogs.
Yeah, get a puppy.
Yes. Oh, I don't know. We get shelter dogs a lot.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that need love and have problems.
Just keep getting old dogs. You already have all the necessary equipment.
I know. I don't know if I could have like that many dogs die on me.
You could just have like, what's Pet Cemetery in your backyard?
Yeah. Dude. I kind of want to keep, I think it kind of, at first my husband was kind of unsure about it, but the longer we've been together, I'm like, I want to have my dog taxidermied.
Nice.
You know, because he's just such a...
That's not weird at all.
He's a stoic boy. Taxidermy him. And then the other day, Barry was like, I don't know, I might keep Sam's skull. And I was like, there are our partners now. You just keep part of them.
Jeez.
Did you ever have taxidermy ever in your house?
No.
No?
No.
We did. I think it made me weird. We would just have like a deer on the wall.
Yeah, I feel like, I wasn't country enough for all that. Like, I was like a little bit country, but like not that
Not
country.
that country. I don't know. It's a weird vibe.
I feel like I would like hang stuff on it. What do you?
Yeah, that's a good thing to do, is just like hang panties up on the antlers. That's good. I've got a turkey foot that's flipping somebody off. That's a cool taxidermy.
Yeah, it sounds like you're describing like American Pie.
Yeah.
Over here, but for sure.
I'm thinking of that. Probably. Were you old enough to go to the Iron Horse when it was open downtown?
No.
Yeah, good.
No.
Not a good scene.
I'm a millennial, so I'm just kidding. I don't
So
know.
am I. I'm elder millennial. They just had like this deer antler, and it would just always have like other undergarments on it, and it was gross.
For sure. Yeah, I would put mine up there.
Yeah.
Yeah. A little bit of shit on the on the inside.
Have you checked out my art installation?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, what is that smell?
It's my art installation. You just tell them it's art and nobody can talk shit about it.
Yeah.
Just be like, he's a genius.
You're onto something there.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
Yeah. You just literally have to fake it till you make it.
Do you feel like you're in that process right now?
Totally. Minute by minute.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely think, like I told you earlier too, I try to watch how people have gotten famous, and I'm just, especially rock stars, super into just like how rock stars got famous. And I'm like, you just kind of have to pretend like you're bigger than you are until you get where you're going. Because who knows? Like people don't know me. I could be whoever I want to be.
Yeah.
You know?
You could have just came in here and been like, where's my Diet Coke?
Where's my Diet Coke? My, I need something bougier than that.
Oh, fuck. Mr.
Pibb.
Yeah, Mr. Pibb.
I need my Mr. Pibb, my blunt. Yeah. I don't want to be a douchey rock star.
For sure. What's gonna be on your rider when you get one? Like you're like gonna go do a live art piece somewhere in Santa Fe. What do you need in your trailer?
In my trailer. Just like a blunt. I really like coconut water. That's kind of bougie. Take some coconut water. And coffee. Mostly just caffeine.
It's a lot of liquid.
I don't eat a lot. I kind of have a problem with that. And burning calories on the levee, I've just been trying to like eat as much as possible. But when you're out in the heat, I just like caffeinate myself and not eat.
Why don't you eat a lot?
Shout out to anybody who wants to sponsor me with food. I will take anybody up on a free meal.
Yeah.
Feed your local artists.
Will you sign their name in the levy?
Totally.
Really?
Yeah, we'll hide it in there.
It's like 1 inch big. You can't even see it.
Yeah, it's just all thanks for the snack.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like I'm always just manic, like running somewhere and sitting down and eating is difficult. So I just have like liquid calories. How bad is that?
You vegetarian? Mm-mm. You give me vegan vibes.
No, I eat a lot of meat. Mostly meat. Meat and dairy.
Nice.
Yeah, I can't have gluten, so I can't have like bullshit food anymore. Or beer. Super lame.
That sucks. I was gonna offer you a beer.
I know. Like, damn it. They have some really good gluten-free beer now, though.
Let's see if this is gluten free.
So.
I feel like it would say.
Yeah.
I feel like it should be like very.
Is that ska?
Dominant, yeah.
Yeah, they have a really good seltzer line. But.
Sorry.
That's okay. It's been great for my liver that I can't have any gluten.
You just kind of like went into gluten intolerance?
Yeah, I was getting like my joints were getting real black and swollen. And I was just getting like some weird stuff going on. And it was after I'd have like pasta or beer. So you can go to the doctor and they'll tell you you can't have that shit anymore.
Jeez.
Because I guess your stomach is missing the enzyme that breaks it down. So it just sits in you. How gross is that?
Gluten?
Yeah.
What? It
Yeah.
doesn't come out of you ever?
I guess so. But it's not a fun ride along the way. It just like clumps up.
Wow.
Isn't that gross?
That is gross. I'm going to drink my beer about it. Mm-hmm. Fucking travesty.
Yeah, it's a shame.
Wow. All right. So when you're making art, what kind of music are you listening to?
Lots of rock and roll.
Like artists. What artists? Or bands?
I've been listening to a lot of The Doors lately, Black Sabbath, Ghost, Hire Me. Ghost is my all-time favorite, but lots of metal. I've been hanging out with some older artists, and they introduced me to Roy Orbison. That's some good shit. So I've been kind of switching it up. But I figure if I'm out there on the levee, everyone else is just going to listen to like old stoner rock with me.
There's other artists out there at the same time?
Yeah, and somebody's going to start right next to me this week, too, so it's good to have company in case something happens.
Like you fall in the water.
Yeah, I slipped my second day out there, and all the fishermen just watched me clank down the thing with my bucket and shit. But, yeah, it's good to have company.
Wow. What do you do when you slip? Like, how does that work?
I like, it was my second day in and I didn't have the equipment I have now. So it was like 7 feet before my next tie off and my foot slipped on the seam of the levee that was like slick. So I just hit my hip and slid down. And then I stopped because it caught me, but I was so bruised up and I swear I just laid there and I was like, nothing's broken. Okay. But I feel like my ego got hurt because everybody saw me fall down.
Did they clap or cheer or anything?
No, they just stared at me. They just like had their fishing poles. I was like, no one even asked if I was okay.
You're like, you should have not gotten up and see how long it took.
I know. Or have like flipped some upside down.
Yeah.
And seen if somebody would help me. I really had this very deep fear that I was going to die out there because it just scared me so bad. I was like, what if I fall down and hit my head?
Wow.
Yeah.
We just would have found you freaking your dead hand.
Yeah. Yeah. But hey, that'd be great publicity. Honestly, like I would not complain.
Just your hand dies?
No. Oh, I thought all of me.
Oh.
If I'm just dangling out there dead in the sun.
I thought your hand got caught and like it was like 127 hours.
Ugh.
Like,
Do you think you could cut your own limb off?
If I was in that situation and it was cutting my limb off or dying, yes.
What if you had to chew through it yourself? Just like
With my teeth?
Yeah.
I mean, I probably can't I can't even reach my elbow, so like it would have to be like, you probably can't do that with any, you could probably do it with your wrist.
Yeah.
Maybe.
That's intense.
Yeah, you can't really go around the 360 degrees.
Do you like movies like that one? Kind of like that body horror stuff?
I mean, I liked that movie. Like, what's another movie like that? I can't really name another one. It's Human Centipede.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I can't say I've loved Human Centipede. Like, that'd be weird. But
I loved Human Centipede.
yeah, I think Human Centipede 2 was the real treasure.
That's what I've heard, and I've never seen the other two.
It's fire. It's longer. The Human Centipede is longer.
Yeah. Huh. I'm so intrigued with, like, some of that stuff in film of, like, how uncomfortable you can make an audience. That intrigue, like, I'm just so interested with that.
For sure.
Like, can I get people to leave the room?
Yeah, I saw this, like, iceberg meme of, like, fucked up movies.
Ooh.
And, like, I, like, went to, like, I Googled the bottom one, and it was, like, the worst description of a movie I could ever read. Like, I was traumatized just reading the description.
Yeah.
Like, there's some pretty fucked up movies out there.
Yeah, and that's stuff I just don't want to see.
Yeah.
Really. I don't want to invite that in. But sometimes when I need to get inspired, I'll go down to some internet rabbit holes of just like, I want to watch this fucked up movie. And it usually gets some inspiration going.
Yeah, for sure. You know, like, you used to be able to see fucking YouTube beheadings. So, like, bring that back.
Yeah, okay, so I knew you were going to say something controversial. Didn't expect the beheadings, but I'm on board.
For sure.
So that's another way that I would want to die, I think, is like guillotined. Just head chopped off.
By the cartel.
Yeah, but film it. But why does it have to be the cartel?
Oh, I don't know.
Well, yeah, hold on.
Who else is doing guillotine-style executions?
Does the cartel do that?
On YouTube, they did.
Huh.
Back in the day.
You ever seen that guy that tried to do it himself on his roof?
No, it sounds lit.
Yeah, it was super lit. He like built this homemade guillotine.
He killed himself?
Uh-huh.
He died, actually? Uh-huh. Damn.
Someone showed it to me. It was pretty.
That's sick.
Yeah, it was sick.
Look at this freaking attention hog. Attention hog.
What a chill life.
She's like, no, don't touch me. Yeah, she likes to sleep here during the interviews. Oh, all right. Okay. So, how long have you been, we were talking about your animals and stuff. How long have you been married to your husband?
We've been together 10 years. I don't remember when we got married. We got married a couple years ago.
Wow. 10 years since you were 19?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep, I was super young. So, he was like the most positive person. And I just remember telling him, like, I cannot have a bad day when you're around. And it's so cool because I was just like this traumatized person, just like negative all the time. So he introduced me to like the costuming stuff that we do now. And he really is just like a super cool person.
What's costuming?
So we do like for like movies, we'll build costumes, or for festival, we'll build costumes.
Cosplay.
Yeah, totally.
That's fire.
Yeah, so I'll have to show you some of his stuff because he'll build like things that actually move. So he made a Gatling gun out of a chainsaw that actually works and spins and stuff, and we'll take it out to the desert and go to like festivals and all that sort of stuff. So he's 100% encouraged me in the creative direction, and that just having somebody that supports you can change your life. Like, it was super cool. It's just like, what? You're on board with this and you'll do it with me, and we just have a really good time.
Wow.
Yeah, it's super cool.
That's awesome. Shout out good husbands.
Shout out to
everywhere.
Barry. You're pretty cool, I guess.
Barry.
Yeah, Barry. And he makes films with us, so he's on our film crew. He used to do like old school filming with like VHS.
Really?
Yeah, so now he's like, wow, it's way less hard.
What's the film crew called?
Team Deadbird.
Team Deadbird. Mm-hmm. And how long has that been going on for?
2 years.
2 years? Mm-hmm. I saw that you guys were in the Kick-Ass Film Festival this year.
Yes.
How'd that go?
It was super intense. Super intense. We had a smaller crew last year, and we kind of didn't know what we were doing last year. So this year we went in with a bigger crew and bigger goals, and it left a darkness inside of me that wasn't there before.
What do you mean?
It was like 3 days of no sleep, and we made a thriller kind of about me losing my shit, and the acting part of it like wiped me out because I was just like screaming and like acting this person who was having someone in her home and like losing her mind, and it was intense. Wow. And kind of dark. So I'm ready to make something fun because that was like super intense.
Wow. Did you guys like get any awards or any accolades at the film festival?
Our both supporting actors got nominated, but we didn't win anything this year. Which is also kind of it's good as an artist when you kind of have to walk away and just have to rely on your own gratification and not that feedback of winning awards. Mm-hmm. It's kind of like, oh, did they hate it? They did.
Oh no.
I don't know. I'm just kidding.
Biased. Mm-hmm. Biased judges.
No, I don't think so. I think you always have to assume that everything's fair. Otherwise, you're going to drive yourself crazy.
Yeah, I'm just kidding. I don't know.
You guys are biased.
Yeah, for real. Fucking fake.
A bunch of people were like, it was a beautiful film to watch. So that was a compliment as a bunch of artists that we like set up the shots well and the colors were pretty. All that stuff is good.
Nice.
But
yeah, I tried to go, but it sold out. Like,
yeah.
There's like 50 seats there or whatever.
There was somebody who got nominated for, I think they won an award and on another team, and they weren't able to get a ticket. So their team leader like called them out on that. They were like, our supporting actor couldn't get a ticket. So I'm hoping they get a bigger venue because I think we could make it into a pretty cool festival.
Yeah, or just give all the team members free tickets because they deserve it.
The room is so small too.
Yeah.
That theater. So I'm hoping we do something bigger. But I love festivals. They're super cool. And I kind of like that 3 days of no sleep craziness. Mm-hmm. I want to see how far I can push myself.
You guys entering the next one?
Hopefully.
Are you guys doing any other festivals? Film festivals?
If any come up. Have you done any film festival stuff?
No, I don't really make films.
No?
No, yeah. I just like to like talk to people and just drink beer.
That's cool.
Smoke weed.
Yeah. It's way more chill than staying up for 3 days straight.
Yeah. That's kind of my vibe, fucking. But, I would have been like a supporting actress, just like, like wearing a wig.
Yeah. On board, we'll call you next time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Me and my husband did a 48-hour film festival over the summer.
Really?
And he was Gordon Ramsay. And so he was just yelling at me because I was making green chili out of human body parts. And it was one of my favorite things that we've ever made. But like cutting his wig and having him like yell at me was one of the hardest acting gigs. So I just had to like keep a straight face, and it was the funniest shit. Just having to stare at him because we like did the wrinkles and everything.
Yeah.
It was great.
Wow.
Bonding.
Yeah, that sounds like like true love.
Uh-huh.
Right there.
Yeah. Wow. Yep. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
All right, so having the film crew now and your art, do you ever feel like you're kind of like being pulled too many parts, or do you have a hard time focusing on one thing?
That's a good question. And I think I'm in the point in my career where I feel like I have to take a lot of opportunities to get myself out there. And I'm hoping it's coming to the point where I don't have to say yes to everything, but I've definitely come through the point of like, yes, I need the money. Yes, I need the work. Yes, I need that on my portfolio. And at a certain point, it's really good to like bring your attention back together, but I'm definitely everywhere. But I kind of also want to see what I like to do and where there's money, you know, because it's not, I can't just pay my bills being a painter, but if I can pay my bills doing cool graphic art and being a filmmaker, I'll do a bunch of different stuff.
I saw that you guys just did a tequila brand.
Yep. So we just started Dada Design, me and 2 other designers, because we all had design classes at CSU. And
Who are they?
Laura Buterek and Amanda Sanesteven. You guys are freaking awesome. Do you like my voice when I talk about you? We just had a great time in design classes, and I told them, I was like, I really want to start a design firm here in Pueblo and just do some really cool stuff, because everyone in Pueblo's paying somebody in Springs or Denver to design for them, and I'd love to bring it back here locally. And we've been doing that for about a year now, and that's honestly super fun, because you can just get somebody to come to you with an idea and you can make their brand. So that's like something that we're trying to see if we like it, and if we don't, then we won't do it.
Yeah, for sure. And it's all women, right? Yeah, that's awesome. You know, that's refreshing.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's a blessing to work around people that are so talented.
Yeah. I thought you were gonna say something after that. That's why I waited. I was like, okay.
Okay. Because it's cool whenever because somebody will come to us with a project and still having that chance to get together and be like, that's sick. Like, that's such a good idea. And just being around people that are as fiery and creative is really cool. Because then it motivates me to make cool stuff.
For sure. Do you feel like the art space in Pueblo? I just whistled with my S, like Herbert. The art space in Pueblo.
Like what?
Herbert from
Family Guy.
Yeah.
I can't even do that.
All right, fucking. I'm gonna crack open another beer, get my gluten all
Get your
fucked
gluten
up.
on. Can you describe the taste to me as you drink it?
Yeah, it tastes like it's Mexican lager, provided by Big Brown Wine and Liquors. Mention Street Champs on the website and get no delivery fee. But let's see. I'll tell you what it tastes like.
I want to play-by-play.
Kind of salty, kind of limey. It's a beer.
It's a beer. Straight and to the point. That's good advertising.
It's good stuff.
Yep.
You get it free delivered to your house.
Very good. Very good.
All right. So my question I was gonna ask is, do you feel like the art space in Pueblo is more male dominated or female dominated?
I feel like there's a good balance right now in the scenes that I'm in. But in class, there was a lot more women in school. But I think there's a good mix from where I'm at. A lot of people with different backgrounds, different identities, just sharing ideas. I think it's a really cool scene right now. And I've heard that there's been some like toxic energy in and out, but that's always going to happen. And you just have to try to be that positive energy.
Artist beef, huh?
Yeah, for sure.
Dang, who's beefing?
All of them, man.
Really?
No. I think all artists, probably all people get in the boat of just like being judgmental and talking shit. So I just try to call people out on it too.
They're like, your mural ain't as good as my mural.
Yeah, that's always going to happen.
Damn.
But I'm a big believer, like, you do stuff I can't do, I do stuff you can't do, and there's space for all of us here.
Yeah, I could do the splits.
I could do the splits. I can barely stand up. Cool.
Yeah, so we're basically the same.
Basically.
The same level.
Totally. But that's all you can do is just like, don't give in to the negativity. And I'm not trying. I don't know. I guess if it brings me fame, I'll start a beef. Does anybody want to start a beef?
For sure. Dang. You would beef for the clout?
For the clout. You've got more millennial lingo than I do.
For sure, I do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fucking. I was gonna Twizzy. You know Twizzy?
No.
That's a hot one right now.
Twizzy.
Twizzy.
What the fuck is Twizzy?
You got your twin. You got your Twizzy.
Love it.
Yeah.
Cool.
You got your bitch. You got your busy.
Busy. I love that. I love that. You said something earlier too that I kind of forget.
I don't know. I don't remember.
I'm gonna wait.
Dang.
It's interesting the lingo difference in like 5 years of age difference too.
I'm young at heart.
You are young at heart.
I got my tie dye on. No,
Yeah. So are you from Austin? Have you been to Austin?
no, I got this at Goodwill.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
What's it say below? Keep Austin weird. Support
I should just lie and be like, yeah, I fucking rep Austin 504.
504.
I don't know if that's the real area code.
It might be. Keep Austin weird.
Yeah.
Huh.
It says support your local businesses at the bottom.
Shout out Goodwill.
Yeah,
Find some good shit at Goodwill.
for sure. I thought you were gonna come through all dressed up in colors and you dressed up in all black, and I felt like a fucking idiot.
I felt like a fucking idiot. I try to outdress everyone in the room.
Yeah, you came through swagging in all black.
I don't like choices in the morning, so everything I wear is pretty dark.
It fits the aesthetic of Deadhand. Mm-hmm. You know, when you think Deadhand, you don't think like green.
But you could think green. Like zombie, I guess.
Like dark blue green.
That'd
like
be sick.
Rotting.
Yes, some rotting flesh. I do have enough knuckles to get dead hand. I'm super tempted.
It's a good idea.
Yeah.
How many tattoos do you have?
Good question. How many tattoos do you have?
Good question. 0.
6, 7. 7?
7?
Yeah.
Nice. What's
Yeah.
that one on your form right there? That's pretty cool.
This one?
Oh,
Oh,
no.
wait.
Yeah, that one. The other one.
This one?
Yeah.
That is from Josh Soto. It's my evil incense burner. It was like, you know, like those things they swing in mass. So
Yeah.
I was like, I kind of want it real dark. So we did this like cool purple thing. And then I've got my dead hand up there.
Dang.
That one's pretty cool. My skull.
That's sick. And then you had the Pink Floyd, like,
Yeah, Pink Floyd. That was my first one. And then I've got my lobotomy tools.
what is it? Remind me, what is lobotomy?
It's where they would take, so like mental patients, and they took the ice pick and would drill it into their brain and stir it around.
Nice. Why'd you get that?
It was during an art piece I was working on, and it has a Nobel Prize for medicine, and it was like hugely revered as like a big deal, and it was going to save the world. And now we look back on it, we're like, that was barbaric. So I'm kind of fascinated with stuff like that. Just like
Wow.
drill into people's brains.
Yeah.
Yeah. Messed up.
Yeah, that's sick. Fucking. Damn.
How come you don't have any ink?
I'm kind of a pussy.
Yeah?
Yeah.
The needles?
I feel like, you're more of an artist than I am. So coming out of my mouth, I'm gonna sound all dumb. But like I like to do art. So like, if I was gonna get a tattoo, I'd want it to be like a sick ass piece I drew out or something like that. You know. Mm-hmm. But like, I don't ever draw anymore, really. So like, and it's expensive.
Yeah.
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 And if I want to get one, I'm gonna face tat.
Yes.
For
What would you
sure.
get?
Like, sorry, mom. Underneath my eyelids.
Yes. Yo. Sorry, Mom.
Yeah.
I got roofied. Yeah, face tattoos are sick.
Yeah. Do you have any face tattoos?
No, I want one though.
Dang, I thought that's what you were hiding underneath your sunglasses.
Just sadness.
Just
Yeah, face tattoos are sick. That I've got some knuckle tattoos. Those don't seem to last very long.
why?
I don't know. I think maybe you wash your hands so much and they're always out in the sun. But I've got my little like mouse cursor and then my little coffin.
Wow.
Yeah. Tats are great. Have you ever seen where they can transplant them onto other parts of your body?
It's just like a skin graft.
Yeah.
Damn, that's kind of gross.
It's disgusting.
Yeah, that's like. So you just get like a tattoo on your butt, and then you get it like on your arm because you can't grow skin up there.
Yeah, I guess. Or people are just like, I want this on the other leg, and that's the easier way to do it.
Medicine, bro. One day that's gonna be primitive science.
Yes.
They could just like zap it with like a laser and change it.
Are you ready to become just like an avatar? Like that you can just change your appearance?
Yeah, zap me up. Fucking, I'm ready to fucking be downloaded into a computer.
Same.
For sure. Mm-hmm. Like, if I could be a robot right now, I'd be a robot right
Yeah?
now. Yeah.
Ooh. Do you want to look like a human or do you just want to like look like a robot? Like a sick robot?
I don't care as long as I could like have sex with other robots.
Okay.
You know?
There's only one stipulation.
You know?
Good priorities.
Yeah, you know, like
Hell yeah.
that's probably the like it doesn't matter as long as you can go chill with other robots and get like robot drunk.
Yes.
For sure. As long as you could have like a robot good time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Drink oil.
Love that. Drink oil.
Yeah.
Yeah, love that. I'm ready. I always feel like I've got so many devices too, and I'm always on a screen. Like if it could just be me in it, I'd be down.
For sure.
Like I'm ready.
Like what's that movie? Fucking Chicken Little.
Yeah. I have not seen Chicken Little in a long time.
Damn, you're missing out. That's a cult classic right there.
Yeah. But what about it? You want to be like
I think
Chicken
they get taken
Little?
over by aliens.
Huh.
And they're like they take over the people.
I kind of remember this.
If I'm not mistaken.
I'm sure you're right. I'm going to have to go back and watch it.
Yeah.
Chicken Little. I just remember the claymation and like the weird, their teeth.
Was it claymation?
I think so. Because their teeth were all round and shit, and that bothered me.
I think you're thinking of Doug.
My brain is mixing things up now.
I'm gonna start saying cartoons now.
I honestly, we weren't really allowed to watch TV as kids, so I've had to catch up on a bunch of shit. People will be like, you know that pop culture reference? And I'm like, I've never seen that.
So no SpongeBob.
No.
Wow.
No SpongeBob.
Do you watch SpongeBob now?
No.
Have you seen it?
Yeah, I've seen like an episode. I know Handsome Squidward.
You should get Paramount Plus and just watch binge it.
I want to binge watch South Park first.
You haven't done that yet?
No,
Why not?
because Netflix took it off when I started binge watching it.
It's free on southparkstudios.com.
What the fuck? Thank you.
Yeah. I watch that shit on there.
Yeah, I didn't realize their first season was like literally cut out paper.
Oh, did ass?
Yeah.
Damn.
And they just like did it all old school. So they're like ultimate creators.
That's crazy. And they just had like 4 different mouths, like probably like a straight, a half circle, a full circle.
Yes.
They're just like, damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, and that's I think what's cool is seeing how they started and then how big they got. Like they're buying Casa Bonita now.
Yeah. My fucking I had this person in my life that actually went to high school with those guys.
Really?
Yeah, and she said that they pulled up to their high school reunion in like a helicopter, just like boss out in front of everyone.
So bougie.
Yeah.
That's cool though.
Yeah. I don't know if that's false or true, but I like to believe it.
Are you gonna flex on people like that one day?
If I could afford it, probably.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, do
I'll
it.
like chop people's heads off. I'll be like, turn left and fucking go into like the drink tray or whatever.
Do you play Call it or Grand Theft Auto
No.
ever? That's how I usually die, is getting chopped up by my own helicopter.
You game a lot?
I used to before college, but now I just work all the time. And I get addicted to games. Like I was addicted to Call of Duty and I had to just cold turkey it because I was wasting so much time.
Online? Mm-hmm. Wow. You seem like you would get really intense online.
Oh yeah, it was not healthy.
For sure. You calling people like mean names?
Just yelling at 12-year-olds.
Damn. They're like,
Fuck off.
They're like, are you a girl?
Yeah. No, I'm not.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have time for that anymore, but I love gaming. My neighbors just bought an Oculus and we were playing with that and they were saying you could chill in there and like if your friends have it, you can like pass a joint and shit in your Oculus and you're just chilling out separately.
That's sick.
It's super sick.
Damn, that's kind of like too much. That's extra as fuck. Mm-hmm. But like for sure, I could see it. I'd be down.
Especially if you're long distance, like if your friend lives across the country, you never see each other.
Bro, let's smoke a virtual Oculus joint.
Yeah. Isn't that cool? You could just really just be vibing in your living room.
Sitting there, not smoking anything.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. That's what I figure the future is. Or bleh. Did you watch Wall-E?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we're all becoming. It's just like the people on those beds rolling around.
Yeah. If I'm gonna be anyone in Wall-E, I want to be Wall-E,
Yeah.
the robot.
Ooh,
Wall-E.
Wall-E. He was like the trash compactor, right? Yeah.
And Eve was like, I don't even know what Eve was.
Yeah, that
low-key.
movie made me cry.
You seem like you would cry at movies.
Yeah. Up, that shit fucked me up.
All I know is fucking Kevin's a girl.
Kevin's a girl?
Yeah.
That's my dog's name, Kevin.
It's a good name.
That's a good name.
All right, back on track. All right, we got off topic there for a while. So, Deadhand. What's in the future of Deadhand?
I hope to die soon.
Jesus.
That's on the to-do list. I am basically just going to be on the levee for a lot of the year. I'm working on some art series that I'm not ready to talk about yet, but I'm kind of just like working on stuff that will reveal itself eventually. I'm kind of working on this series where I am, at first I thought I was kind of like going to do it about other people, kind of like people that had done me wrong or kind of fucked me over, and it's turned into like parts of me that I don't want to be anymore, and kind of like getting that out, because I have kind of come to this realization that like I don't want to be a piece of shit person who blames like my trauma for things, and so I'm kind of trying to like get all that bullshit out. So I'm doing an art show kind of on that. Also planning on sleeping. My neighbors are bougie and got one of those above ground metal pools, so I'm just trying to float and smoke some weed this summer.
Nice.
Yeah.
That sounds fire.
Yeah, I do not want to do anything.
Hell yeah. Well, we need the update interview when you finally reveal your future projects or whatever. See how it's going.
Totally.
That'd be awesome.
Yep. That'll be exciting.
Is there anyone you want to like shout out or like, give some love to, or you just want to?
Ooh. Shout out to Jeff Medine at Blowback Gallery. I've been working over there for 2 years. Definitely go check it out. We're doing cool stuff. We work really hard to make it something new all the time. Come and check it out. Thanks to my design team and my husband. Thanks to you for having me over here. What's next on your agenda?
More interviews, homeless interviews.
Yes. I'm excited for those.
What else? That's about it.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Super good. Just chill this summer.
No.
See what else your mom's going to stress out about.
Exactly. No, I'm going all in this summer.
Are you?
1,000 subscribers on YouTube.
Yeah.
At the end of the summer.
How many do you have now?
645.
Click that subscribe
Yeah.
button.
Not that far off.
I have like 6 YouTube subscribers. It starts somewhere.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I had 0 6 months ago, so it's like about 100 a month.
Good job. Hell yeah. Yay.
It's a good time.
Good.
All right. Do you want to shout yourself out, all your social medias and stuff, so they can follow you?
Yeah, check out my art. I'm always doing weird stuff. I am at Deadhand Art across all platforms.
Yep. All right, y'all. It's been Street Champs, Deadhand. Like, comment, subscribe. Follow us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, all that. All right, y'all. Peace.
Bye.